Okay, so I figured I would let you guys in on what's been going on and why I kind of disappeared from YouTube for the majority of the past week. So, last Friday, I think it was Friday. Yeah, last Friday, a week ago, yesterday, I was taken to the emergency room. I did a video about it. I explained what happened. So I did put up a vlog kind of explaining that, but I went to the hospital because I was so sick from being so dehydrated that I thought I was septic. Like, I've never felt dehydration that severe before, ever in my life. And I mean, I was completely convinced I was septic. I was so sick from it. I was like dry heaving and shaking and couldn't stay cool. And yeah, it was bad. I was convinced I had a fever. Like, it was just generally horrendous. It was such a bad emergency room. It's the emergency room trip itself wasn't bad. It was the day and thinking that I was gonna be directly admitted and having my line pulled. That's what was terrible, and it scared me a lot. So obviously I didn't have sepsis. They ended up giving me 2 liters of saline in the emergency room and some pain medication. And it turns out that I was very severely dehydrated. And it took 2 liters of saline before I was able to even give it like a urine sample. So at that point, when I got discharged and I came home, I figured that I just needed to stay very on top of doing oral hydration as well as doing my normal POTS like infusions. And so over the course of the past week, I've tried to kind of stay off of IV fluids and just kind of stick to drinking it orally and doing my normal amount of fluids, but it's kind of hit a point now where I'm not able to keep up with the hydration that my body is losing, and I'm on continuous IV fluids for right now. Now, I was under the impression over a week ago, like a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks ago, I was completely under the impression that I had relapsed with my colitis, and over the course of the past couple days, it's kind of become very apparent that I have. I've lost like 7 or 8 pounds in the past like week and a half or 2 weeks. I had like 8 saltine crackers. I had like 8 saltine crackers last night. I was in the bathroom repeatedly this morning, and it's purely water and painful. So I'm at this point right now, I'm unable to keep hydration on without doing continuous IV fluids. I went out to get food with Adrian and some of his friends. I only had like a drink. I had a strawberry lemonade that even hurt my stomach. And being off of the fluids was difficult. I'm gonna have to go back on them, in a couple minutes, because I am getting like this very bad headache and my body is starting to hurt, and then I get like all my muscles cramp up. It's really not comfortable. It's really painful and really uncomfortable. But I'm sorry if the lighting's bad now that I'm realizing. But I'm gonna talk to my doctor on Monday. We waited all week for a medication to go through with my insurance, and it didn't. But I have the extended release version of the same medication, and it wasn't working. Now, my doctor, as of Monday last week, almost a week ago, he thought it was just an IBS flare. And it's become more and more apparent as the week has progressed that it's not, and it's colitis. My problem with the colitis is that when I had my original flare, I've been in remission for 2 years. My original flare started 3 years ago, and I was in the flare for a year. I did 3 rounds of different types of steroids. I did high-dose, long-term prednisone, and then I did 2 types of colon-specific steroids, and I couldn't get my colitis into remission through medication, and the steroids had made me so sick that I was in the emergency room a lot. I struggled to finish school. I ended up having like 3 hospitalizations. It was really, it was bad. So we knew moving forward from that flare that my doctor and I would be going more of the low-dose chemo or biologic route. So a lot of these medications are like self-injectable. I think some I could actually put through my PICC line, which would make things a lot easier. But because of the type of colitis I have, I can't just have like a CT scan to see if there's bleeding and inflammation. I would need to have biopsies of all of my large intestine because I have a microscopic form. I don't have ulcerative colitis. I have something called lymphocytic colitis. It's also known as microscopic colitis. So yeah, basically, long story short, I've relapsed. I'm losing a ton of weight. I'm unable to keep hydrated. I haven't been able to be at my grandma's. I was thinking about dropping my class, and I'm only taking one online class, and I'm still thinking about dropping it, but I'm not going to because I will lose the money. But vlogs are going to continue as usual, but I ended up recording for the past handful of days for vlogs, but then I couldn't get anything off my camera, so I just am not going to try to play catch up. I'm just going to start from now on, and just go back to my regular vlogging schedule, and I'll keep you guys obviously informed with how all of this pans out, but I'm really unable to have like saltine crackers. They make me sick. I haven't really had food in a solid amount of time. I'm having a lot of ice pops because that's keeping my blood sugar up. I've been having a lot of problems with blood sugar and dehydration, so my main focus is keeping up with the hydration and the blood sugar because I keep having you know, these periods where I'm like almost passing out, and it's just not fun. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. I wanted to let you guys know what's going on. I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm going to hook back up to fluids, but I just wanted to let you guys know.